From an injury standpoint, Will Jackson re-injured that shoulder, so they're going to do some MRIs this afternoon, and we'll make a decision tomorrow on what the best way to proceed is. Stanley Morgan and Tony McRae are both in the concussion protocol from yesterday. Both took tough hits there. And then we will put A.J. Green on IR this week. And so we're here in week 17 making that decision, but that's just kind of the way the card's been played this year. And so we'll put him on IR. Take any questions. John Miller's in the protocol. He's doing well. And so hasn't cleared it yet, but certainly making good progress.
You got Fred Johnson some extended snaps yesterday. How did you think he held up, and what does that mean for him this week?
He showed some positive signs. We'll continue to give him more work this week. We'll make a decision on how much that is, but he's a young player that we think has done really well in practice, really well in the tapes we watched when we claimed him, and certainly has the size and a lot of the traits you look for in a tackle. And so felt it's important to really evaluate him. He's earned those reps, and he'll earn some more reps against Cleveland.
Could he start against Cleveland?
Well, we haven't made any of those decisions yet, but certainly want to see him play.
What have you learned from your first year as a head coach?
Well, yeah, I mean, you learn how to handle. Not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to be the way you envisioned it. You know, you picture coming right in, winning every game, going to the Super Bowl. I mean, those are the dreams you have, obviously. But your day-to-day work has got to match the dreams you got for the future. And so I think those are things that we've improved upon every week we've been here. And we just have to continue to be real with ourselves as a staff and as players, and what can we continue to do better this week against Cleveland and in the future. The offseason, now that we've kind of got a whole year under our belt, there's a lot of things you think, okay, this is a little bit of our rhythm. Here's how we can improve. I'm certainly excited to do all that. But, you know, it's just probably too much to put into words how much you learned. You learn a lot, and especially your first year in a job like this. And fortunate to have really good people around me that help you along the way.
Are there certain things that you, looking back, would do differently, or things that you already plan on changing for next year?
Well, I think there's time for reflection on that after the season. You're so much into game planning mode during these weeks, and especially with Christmas this week, you feel like you're on a little bit of a condensed schedule with Cleveland. So there's plenty of time to really evaluate all that.
Zach, I know you guys celebrated your first win when you got it here, but when you look at the way the team fought yesterday in the fourth quarter, is that maybe your favorite moment of the season, just to see you guys come together? I know you didn't win, but
yeah,
it felt like a different type of moment.
Well, for all the emotion that you felt when we got back into it and got in overtime, you certainly felt like we're going to win this game. We're going to go take this game. We're going to win it. We fought our way back. And so then when you don't win it, you're almost a little bit confused, to be quite frank with you. You know, the way that we fought back and got in it, and you're so convinced you're going to win, and then when it doesn't happen, you're just trying to process all the emotions. And so I have a hard time finding many victories in that. You know, we got to come to a point here where we're past all that. We need to start winning these football games. We're in these situations, and certainly respect the hell out of our guys for getting us back in that thing and not giving up when a lot of people probably did, you know, outside of our sidelines. But again, we got to find ways to win those games.
How crazy just is that? I mean, 29 seconds, I think that was the first time it's ever happened in the NFL to score that many points in that short amount of time.
Well, I think to complete the ball where we did, you know, outside the 25-yard line, last play of the game, really, at this point in the NFL, recovering an onside kick is really the most remarkable thing in the whole thing, and just the percentage, the chances of that happening are not good. And so for Randy to did it like he did it, Stanley to go make the play like he did to keep the thing alive, that's where he got the concussion, and then Jordan Evans to come up with it. It was really, you know, I'm saying it right there. It felt like the ball was on the ground for an hour, and then you watch the tape, and I really just tipped it, and he recovered it immediately, but it didn't feel that way when I watched it live. Just remarkable, the effort the guys gave, and you know, certainly some moments you'll look back on and be fond of, but ultimately we'll remember that we didn't get it done.
Would one of those moments be, I saw a video pop up from CBS today of Boyd, like, just kind of crawling the line of scrimmage. Is that one of those moments where you see a guy who's fighting for you no matter what?
Yes, it is. And a guy that understood the situation. And that's one of those, these little things that we talk about every single week, showing moments of past teams where a guy can't get up when he's injured and you get the 10-second runoff and the game's over. And so for him to be able to process it in that moment, his teammates around him to remind whether he remembered or not, everyone knew he's got to get up or else this game is over. Because if he lays down, it's over. The 10-second runoff, game over. So for him to get up and put himself in position and get off the field for the next play was remarkable for him. The guys around him, it was just, we had plenty of guys, Sean Williams, guys that really don't play on a lot of special teams that saw guys couldn't go. They were hurt. They were dead tired. So we had starters going in there on special teams that they're not normally used to going in on just because they felt like they owed it to their teammates that I feel that much better than you do right now, so I'm going to go do it. So a lot of the things that we preach, we talk about what a Bengal is, a physical, hungry, accountable teammate who's willing to do his all to get the job done. And I saw that so many times yesterday on the road in a game that we could have been out of early and we didn't, and our guys fought to the very end. And those are the kind of things we got to continue to build off of.
To watch Boyd then lie down, get the Gatorade, and then come back on the field for the two-point conversion.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a guy, talk about not caring about the
Right.
about the first pick in the draft. That was certainly proof of it, that a guy just didn't care that they had one winner. You guys had one winner. Or what?
Oh, yeah. No, the guys only care about winning. They only care about helping their teammates. Tyler knows he's one of our best players, and I got to be out there on the most critical play of the game. And so to get himself back out there, knowing they're going to double him, and he got out there and gave everything he had.
What's the value of winning this week, Coach?
Against Cleveland?
Yes.
Everything. It's a home game. We've only won one of them. We haven't won a divisional game yet. You can end the season on a positive note. So it is no different than any other game in that we always want to win, but there's a lot of things to pull from here. It's reward for hard work. They get the things these guys have put in. Reward for the city. I know the city wants us to beat Cleveland, as they should. The fan base, the coaching staff, everybody in this building, and so there's plenty to play for this week.
Has it been odd, frustrating, difficult to be the head coach when there's been so much talk about what's coming next year, the future, the draft, all that stuff, while you're immersed in your job here and what you're trying to get?
No. I think we're really good at staying focused on what's important. And truthfully, the only time I hear it is in these press conferences, because we are pretty isolated from the outside world. But the reason that you want to be here in Cincinnati and in the NFL in general is because of the passion of the fans. One way or another, they care. They want things for this team. However they want it, they want it. And that's why I love being in this profession and having the opportunity to lead a team, because when you do get things turned around, it's going the right way, that passion is going to be in the stadium with us, pulling for us. And so, those are just the reasons you do it. And we know that we have to put in the work and make ourselves better so that people are doing it that way. But when it comes, it'll be a lot of fun.
It's just going back to the AJ move. I guess it's just kind of unbelievable with the South. I mean, I guess you're obviously forced to do it because of all the other guys going down. But I guess
Nothing's unbelievable anymore. It's just it is. You just have to take each thing as it comes, as what it is, and address it day to day. And again, just not get overwhelmed with the things that have come up for this year. You just got to take them and just keep persevering through them. And AJ's done everything he could to get back, and he just wasn't able to do it this year. And so the time off these next couple of weeks is certainly going to help him and come back ready to roll. And the other stuff, figure the other stuff out later. But that's just the way it has been.